Hey everyone, Christopher here, and welcome back to another episode of Fossil Forward Finds. Today, I have another What's Sold video for you. We are looking at what has sold on eBay from September 14th through the 20th. And as you can see, it was an average week as far as number of orders, but as you'll see, I had a number of multi-quantity orders, so we did go a little bit above average on gross sale price for a total of $415.13, so not too bad there. It was a nice little eclectic mix this week. Postcards, of course, always rule the day, but let's see, we got a few non-postcard items in here. A photo, we had a playbill. Um, had my dad coming in buying more Native American postcards from me. Got a figurine, etc. So yeah, a nice little mix. Got a DVD. Um, so yeah, let's get into it and look at what sold this week. Alrighty, so as always, I'm going to start off with a few non-postcard items. I had quite a few non-postcard items this week, so it was kind of hard to choose just a few, because I try not to share everything. It would take forever. But to start off, we have a playbill from Wicked. This is 2004 in the Gershwin Theater. And as you know, we have some of the original cast in there. Marilyn Monroe advertisement on the back. I don't know exactly who I got this from. I wrote Rue ? But when I talked with them a few weeks ago, they don't remember selling it to me. So maybe I got it from Paperboy. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I got it on Whatnot anyways. But it sold on offer for $23.99, which I thought was pretty good for a playbill. Of course, Wicked is still incredibly popular. The second movie is due to come out. Is it this year? I think it's this year, but relatively soon, anyways. So that's exciting. Wicked got me through high school, so I have an affinity for both the musical and the books as well. But as you can see, I took pictures of the cast members, since it does have part of the original cast, and condition issues, all that stuff. So I listed it in May of this year after it sat in my death pile for a while, and so that was a pretty quick sale. Alrighty, the Poodles. The Poodles sold for $12.74 on offer. This came from one of the Albany postcard albums. It's not a postcard, of course; it's just a photo. But this actually didn't come from an album, but it came from that haul. It was among the loose items that I had picked up. But it's really cute. You got a whole bunch of poodles here with birthday party hats on. This ended up having a lot of watchers when it was on auction, so I was hoping that there would be a bidding war, but there was not. And I sent out quite a few offers after I went buy it now before someone finally took it for $12.74. But I listed it in August, on August 30th of this year, so it did not take long to sell. I do have another photo, same theme, but it's poodles at Christmas time, so hopefully that one follows suit. Alrighty, we got a little Stegosaurus figurine. This came from my personal collection as I've been unboxing my childhood dinosaurs and getting them on display. I had a duplicate of this one, which I have too many as it is, so I certainly don't need duplicates. This sold for the full asking of $12.99. I still have a handful more figurines to list, which I should get to soon because they have been selling pretty well. Alrighty, Pogs. This Pog sold for $7.99 on offer. This was, I got this as part of a deal with Jeff Norton. He sells at the flea market in Syracuse, but we did this exchange online. He mailed the Pogs to me. I think this is the first Pog I've sold from that set. Paid $40 for the full set, but this one sold for $7.99, so I'm on my way. We have a skull here with a big old knife in it. Somehow the skull is bleeding, but I guess maybe there's a brain in there still. I don't know. I sold a number of Pogs this week, but The other ones were sort of your classic superhero themed, so I thought I'd go with this one. It's a little different, a little rough around the edges, discolored on the back, but um, still sold. So hold on one second. I think post office is dropping off packages. Yeah, so I got some more packages in today from Whatnot. Some tin types and cabinet cards and things of the such from Wally Man, and then some postcards from Postcard and Prosecco. So more inventory, just exactly what I needed. Anyways, back to the video at hand. Next sale, I think this is my last non-postcard item for you. Is this trade card? It's a Canadian comic book character, alter ego. This is like the second or third. That's Garak playing in one of the new boxes. Um, this is like the second or third trade card I've sold from this series since I've listed them back in May. I got them for free back when I was living in Canada. I won a sweepstakes. And these have actually done pretty well. I think the first one I sold for close to 20. Um, I forget exactly, but they've all been above $10. So keep an eye out for the Canadian Comics and Canadian Identity Archive series thing going on. They seem to have a following. So there's the back there. Alrighty, on to postcards. So these are this is a set of modern postcards. I got these from my friends when they brought me up the large box of postcards for $86. I did a video on that a little while ago. Still have a lot to list from that, but this was one of the first things I listed. It was a whole series of these Project Apollo postcards during the COVID period. It was, I guess, a COVID-19 task force put on by the Ford Motor Company. So just got a little advertising on the back there. And initially I set them up at auction, $12.99 each, and I had someone reach out asking if I would sell them all at X price. But I have a policy where if I have things on auction, I will not, I don't cancel auctions when they're active. If they make it to buy it now, then sure, I will entertain offers. And they came back to me again afterwards saying, hey, would you take 60 for all the cards? Let's see, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 cards. Whether I'd take 60 for the 7 cards. And I countered with 65 just so I would cover the ground advantage shipping, which they agreed to. So I refunded them the difference after shipping fees, all that. After everything, I made $50.42 back. And as I mentioned, I paid $86 for the whole box, so I'm almost out of it already, which is great. So, yeah, modern cards still sell. They just have to be the right topic, and a lot of people stay away from them because they're modern and fill the market. Alrighty, I sold 2 of these. Go girls from New York City, 2 cowgirls. This one sold for the $10.99 on offer. I believe I got both of them from Flipping Roo. I paid up for them, so I think I maybe doubled my money on these when it was all said and done. I think I paid like $3-4 per card after the cost averaging. So this one went for $10.99. I offered them $9, but they verbally offered them $9.99, but they sent me an offer $10.99. So cool. There's the back there, and then this is the other one that went for $9.99 as well. I have 2 others that I told them that I would accept the same offer on because they also tried to get a bundle deal earlier when they were on auction. But they didn't go for it on the other 2. So definitely a location to keep an eye out for is the Go New York City girls there. So alrighty, how we doing? All right, next 2 orders are the same buyer as well, I believe. They bought 2 of these oversized cruise ships, Majesty Cruise Line. The cats are running like crazy. So these are oversized. Oh no, they bought 3 of them. They bought all 3 of them. Okay, I think they were 5x7. So they can open it up here. Where did my description go? Yeah, 5x7. So after shipping and fees, I made $11.04 on this one. I had them originally $5.99 each, but they get their discount for volume pricing, and then they also picked up 2 of these Dolphin cruise lines, also oversized 5x7. There's the back on that one, and so $10.38 on this one after shipping and fees. So not bad, not bad at all. All right, another Albany album sale. This is from album 5, the letter A. So we got a gold letter A with floral design on it. Um, I've been doing fairly well with some of these artistic letters. I almost picked up more this past weekend when I was at the Albany postcard show, but the ones that I were finding for $1 or less were really beat up, so I left them behind. But maybe I should have picked up a couple. I don't know. I mean, this one has certainly some condition issues too: discoloration, corner creasing. It's a foreign card, undivided back, but yeah, sold for I think for the full asking. Yeah, $9.99. Sold for $9.99. So happy with that sale there. I'm gonna have to start keeping an eye out for these letters because they've been doing pretty good. And then last but not least, this is just kind of a fun example of you never really know what buyers are going to pick up because this is one order for going to the same buyer. First, they picked up this Nickelodeon advertising card, as told by Ginger. I don't remember that, so that might have been after my time. I don't know. I'm not seeing a date on this, but this might have been post Nickelodeon days for me because I don't really recognize it. But in any case, that one sold $5.49. I have others like that in different listings if you're interested. And then they also came and bought this Rochester, New York aerial view postcard for also $5.49. They get a site discount for the buying both of them together. What's interesting though is that this Rochester card I bought this at the Albany show last year. There was a buyer there or a seller there who had 3 of the large postcard boxes, and I think he was doing like 10 a piece. And I only had $25 on me, so I was like, all right, I can't buy all 3. I can't afford all 3. So I was looking through the boxes to figure out which 2 I wanted. They were all New York, or primarily New York State. They were chunks of duplication. So you can see I have 21 available of this card. There were some cards that they had over 50 of, etc. So, easy to list, set it, forget it. I live in New York, so it's good for my local market. And as I was kind of contemplating, the seller's like, take them all for the 25. It's like, okay, I shall do that. So I had taken them home, listed them all that night because it was chunks of duplication. It was actually fairly easy to get through all 3 boxes. I just did all the Rochester in a row, all the Syracuse in a row, all the Buffalo in a row, and so forth. And by the time I woke up the next morning, I had made all my money back, which was fabulous. So everything else that comes out of the 2024 Albany show is just icing. So anyways, not a grand sale as far as earnings. After shipping and fees, I made $7.41. But again, it's gravy at this point. And it just goes to show that buyers like what they like, and it's kind of hard to predict what it is. I have some buyers who only buy the German Shepherds from me. I have one buyer who only buys 9/11 postcards from me or anything World Trade Center. And then I got buyers who kind of buy a little bit of everything. So I think that is enough rambling for this chilly morning. We will catch you on the next video, but not before you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your favorite sale, how your sales are doing, yada, yada, yada. Get out of here. We'll see you next week.